I don't know if you guys did right.
This is not one of the price. That's kind of what happened. I forget what I'm saying. You're not in your books. Really? Good morning. I had to sit down.
And I just remembered everything there, so I took it. Some of these others are very simple, back to the next year, I was already. Since.
Yeah.
It's not fast. So I just came in here. We only really got three times.
Yeah. We did, you know, there's the.
I know. I'm not sure that's my internet, not all the distribution.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll fix that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Say we calling in, Brandon?
Austin White, solicitor, is on.
Okay.
He's already there.
Okay.
We've done the forum, so we're not.
Okay. Good morning, Austin. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I will convene the Christian Board meeting at this time and ask for a approval of the minutes from this meeting. Is there a motion?
Yeah, I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Do we have any public comments? Comment on agenda item only. Online?
No, sir.
Okay, move on to expenditure reports. Here's a copy of the expenditures. Give me a moment to review them if you have it. Is there a motion to approve the expenditure report?
I'll move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, personnel actions. Word.
Thank you, Commissioner. We're seeking two personnel actions. First is Curtis Bigelow, and the second is Tara Stackhouse, both as full-time correctional officer for lead positions at the prison.
Okay, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. That's carried. Informational highlights.
Population report indicates that in the month of June, the prison had an average of 176.73 males. At the pre-release center had 39.77 males for an average daily population of 216.5. There was a peak population in the month of 226. Females, the prison had an average of 24.47 per day, and at the pre-release center, 11.33. For an average daily population of 35.8. There was a peak population in the month of 42. Our average daily population was 252.3, and we had a peak population of 264 in the month. The in-home detention program carried an average of 0.23 males and 0.5 females for the month of June. And we had no overcrowding transfers again, so our total is the same as the average daily population of 252.3, which is about 6 inmates less than what we had in the month of May. Next report is the prison discipline report. And the disciplinary committee chaired by Deputy Warden Barnes conducted 52 hearings in the month. 50 of those hearings resulted in guilty finding with lockup time imposed. 2 resulted in guilty findings with lockup time suspended. There were no not guilty findings. Those 52 hearings were held on 32 inmates, 12 of which had greater than 1 incident report, and staff generated 20 informational reports. Fine, is there anything else that you wish to add? Nothing to add. The pre-release center report follows in your packet, and in the month of June, there was an average of 10 males or 10 on work release, 10 males on work release and 1 female on work release, 30 males on work crew and 11 females on work crew. We had a total population of 30 and 12 males and females, and our year-to-date average is 32 and 8. Program highlights are that all staff attended training on report writing, restraints, returns to the prison, and transfers from LCP, and also on hospital duty coverage. That was held on June 23rd, and that was led by Resident Supervisor 2 Doug Ellsworth and Lane Gibson. Mental health snapshot is the next report. The snapshot was taken on July 8th. And on that date, there was a total of 287 inmates within the prison system, 252 males and 35 females. Of that population, 118 inmates were under roster A with no mental health history. That was 41.11% of the population. 73 inmates were under roster B having past mental health history but no active symptoms within the last year. And that was 25.44% of the population. 86 inmates were under roster C having current mental health symptoms. That's 29.97% of the population. And 10 inmates were under roster D experiencing serious mental illness, or 3.48% of the population. The psychotropic meds that were dispensed at the pre-release center for males, of the 38 males on this day, 9 were receiving meds, or 23.68% of the population. 11 females total were at pre-release on this day, and 5 were receiving meds, or just a little less than 50% of the population. And of the 187 inmates at the male inmates at the prison, 82 are receiving meds, or 43.85%. And females, there were 21 inmates, 8 of which were receiving meds, or 38.10%. The total number or percentage of inmates on med at the pre-release center was 28.57. Total percent at the prison system was 43.27%. The total percent within the entire prison system was 40.47. We'll move on now to the information from GEO.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'll first start off with the report from APO. The program population statistics, there were 0 sentenced, 106 to APO, 0 pretrial. The total program population as of July 1st is 106, 77 of which were male clients and 29 of which were female clients. There are a total of 59 program phase 2 clients and 21 program phase 3 clients. Total process intakes to date is 2,217. Moving on to the GPS alcohol monitoring services, there are a total of 34 active clients receiving these services, 10 of which are on the alcohol monitor, 6 on the GPS monitor, 16 on the home guard unit, and 2 on the SL3 breathalyzer. The total amount of client intakes into the GPS alcohol monitoring services is 2,226. The juvenile overview of services, there are 22 active cases on GPS services through GEO monitors as of July 1st. Moving on to the next report, which is the in-prison reentry report. There are a total of 46 current active participants since as of June 30th, with one pending intake. And since January 2025, there have been 63 total intakes, 7 of which were conducted in June, 4 of which were at the release center, and 3 of which were at the jail. There have been a total of 32 whereas assessments completed, 8 of which were conducted in June, 2 of which were at the release center, and 6 of which were at the jail. There have been a total of 63 transitional action plans created, 7 of which were in June, 4 of which were at the release center, and 3 of which were at the jail. There have been a total of 207 sessions completed, 31 of which were conducted in June, 21 of which were at the release center, and 10 of which were conducted at the jail. The total participants to the in-prison program who were released from incarceration is a total of 52, 17 referrals and appointments that were made, and 254 additional resources given. There was a total of 78 total referrals made to the in-prison reentry program, 71 of which came from the jail, and 7 of which came from the release center. Of the total referrals made to the in-prison reentry program, 14 refused to participate in the program, 2 were released from incarceration prior to being seen, and there were 0 people who were referred but did not meet the criteria of the program. The referrals broken down for the month of June, there was a total of 10. These broken down by sentences throughout the whole year. There have been 6 probation violations, 6 max outs, 45 new cases, 16 domestics, 5 contempt, and then 0 pretrial and treatment work. The reentry statistics, there's an average population per day of 108 with 19 total intakes, 15 total discharges, 6 successful completions, and then there are 117 electronic monitoring total participants, 35 of which are adults, 62 of which are pretrial, and 20 of which are juveniles. And that is all for my report.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions for?
Also included in the board's packet is the mental health and forensic contact reports and the prison and PRC program reports for the board's review. Additional informational highlights: on June 5th, members of the STI Muncie Critical Incident Stress Management or CISM team toured both the prison and the pre-release center. I think that tour was conducted by Deputy Warden and had been set up by him there. That team is available to the county prison when needed to come in and assist staff in dealing with any type of debriefing or discussing critical incidents that occur within the facility. On June 5th and June 26th, prison staff attended expandable baton training that was conducted by Correctional Officer Trevor Bose. And on June 16th, Deputy Warden Ebner and I attended the Lycoming County CJAC pretrial substitute. Those are all the informational highlights that I have.
Okay, thank you, Warden. On the agenda, is there any old business this time? Okay. We're going to break for an executive session for a personnel matter.
Austin, if you could stay on the line, I'll call you back on that line in the conference room.
Okay, so you just want me to stay here?
Yes.
Got it. I'll be here.
We'll turn this down and then we'll reconvene. We'll come back.
Hi, Austin, are you back on?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll reconvene the prison board meeting at this time. And is there a motion to terminate the employment of April Marshall from the Lycoming County Pre-Release Facility. Is
Make the motion.
there a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Moving on, is there any new business? Any comments from the board? Hearing none. Any public comment? Morning.
Morning, Tony Cooper, Williamsport.
Morning, Tony.
Morning. I have recently gotten two policies from the right to know request that I had brought to you at the Commissioners Board. And I was wondering if the board had considered rewrite the policies to include those with disabilities. Because the current policy is written absent of people with disabilities.
I know they were turned over to Brian Bluth, our solicitor, to research, and we have not heard back from him, so we will check up.
Okay, well, this will be the same solicitor that redacted them through a right to know process. So I'm asking for changes. The word disabilities is excluded from there, which is not per the will of the people. It's not something that we should just be deciding on. We should be fixing that immediately. It's broken.
We'll check with Brian. We'll have an answer for you.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Is there any other public comment at this time? Be online.
None.
Our next prison board meeting will be on August the 8th, right here in this meeting room. And since we've completed our agenda, we will be adjourned till that date. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.